Hey everyone, welcome back to another video on Saitama Inu or just Saitama. Take off the Inu guys. Well, in a way, I'm very happy, and in a way, I'm very surprised. Why? Well, Saitama is not stopping its bull run, guys. Really nice to see that Saitama has been pumping quite good, and that too, that pump is well substantiated by new partnerships, new holders, and that level of support that the community is getting right now is really nice. I'm very happy to be an early investor in Saitama, and really nice to see this price action, that too in an organic way, not just a sudden rise. You can see the amount of consolidation that we have gone through in the 7 days chart. Again a small pump, again a consolidation. These are providing new support levels, guys. If on the technical side, just to give you an input, really nice to see. But yes, this is Mr. Aslan. Crypto education is my passion, and this video would be all about going through two new updates recently. One on the Saitamask beta, and the second would be the phase 2 version which Max recently tweeted. So we are going to go through these two Twitter posts, and probably I'll put in my views on what to expect for Saitama. And yes, the price is really nice to see a lot of green candles comparatively to the red ones. Anyone would be happy and brings a smile on their face. Having said that, guys, let's begin with this video. And the same old disclaimer: this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Please ensure that you go ahead and do your own research before purchasing any token out there in the crypto space, even if it is Saitama token as well. I would strongly recommend each one of you to go ahead and do your own research. Very simple, guys. Join the Telegram group, go to their website, read through the white paper, and that's it. If you're convinced with the project, just go ahead and invest. That's how you will have to go ahead and do your normal kind of a research. But if you want to go ahead and do a little deeper, then yes, you can definitely refer to certain YouTube videos. You can definitely go down to certain websites which indicate rug pulls for certain coins. I think ruddoctor.io is one among them, and there are plethora of other websites. If you google them, you will be able to find out. Get some details from coin market cap, get some details for CoinGecko, see if the coins are listed over there. Check the Telegram group, ask some questions, understand what the project is all about. After you are fully convinced that yes, this is something legitimate that's happening, and yes, you can go ahead and start investing in this project, then you go ahead with full confidence. But again, if in doubt, invest in only what you can afford to lose. That's my honest opinion, guys. With Saitama, it's a bit different because one, the team is actually doxed from the very beginning, and I'm very happy to see that. I personally entered Saitama at a place where I actually waited for the first AMA to happen with Jake Gagan, and once on a show, Russell and Namtran and as well as Max were there, and they did an AMA. After that, I went through a couple of Telegram posts from them, and I probably gotten at a spot where there were somewhere around 20,000 odd holders, 18 to 20,000 odd holders. Within that spot is when I actually entered Saitama, and I have a small bag, to be frank, guys, to be transparent. I have a very small bag, but yes, I'm very happy that I have that bag right now, and I do not want to add on at this point of price. But yes, if anyone who is purchasing it new, uh, this is still a very good price point. I am personally not adding in more to my bag right now. The only reason being the difference of dollar value and the dollar cost average that might happen. But yeah, doesn't matter in the longer run. But personally, I feel I would like to diversify my profile, and that's where I would like to keep what I have. But I'm really happy with the growth of that small bag that I've purchased at that point of time. And trust me, it was a little funny that I actually paid almost say close to around 15 or $20 in gas fees. That's it at that point of time. Well, the Ethereum gas fees was starting to rise every single day, and honestly, I was really lucky at that point of time to get Saitama swapped my wallet with that gas fees of $10 to $15. But right now, yes, you can see the current gas fees is 89 Gwei, somewhere close to around, I believe it's around $50 to $60. I'm not so sure. But yeah, that's for a different topic altogether. But nonetheless, it's good to see that Saitama is listed not only on Uniswap but on many other exchanges as well, which are some of them are centralized. You can also go ahead and be part of Saitama family by purchasing it through any of those other exchanges. More such exchanges coming in, and I believe Shiba Swap would be a good spot for anyone who's looking out to purchase in a decentralized platform. Main reason being, compared to Uniswap, I strongly believe, and I have seen it, that the gas fees is quite less in Shiba Swap platform. So I've tried to probably find out what the exact reason is, and as far as I have probably understood, Shiba Swap follows a pattern where the conversion happens from whatever Ethereum you push across. It will first get wrapped, that is converted to WETH, and through the WETH route, the gas fees would be much lower compared to your normal Ethereum network, since the number of transactions on the block would be ideally now increased, right, with the wrapped Ethereum network. So that's layer 2 option for Ethereum. Again, a little bit technical aspect, but people who can understand it would know about what I'm speaking of. On simple terms, uh, to put it out on a layman language as easy as you can understand, instead of the direct Ethereum network that they use for gas fees, which are on a much higher node, guys, they use a layer 2 solution, a copy of that particular network, but on the wrap section. So WETH will have a lower gas fee, through which probably you might see that there is some substantial decrease in the gas fees that you pay on Shiba Swap compared to Uniswap. Now with Uniswap, I believe it only goes ahead and uses the direct Ethereum network, and that's where you see a lot of uh, what you can say, gas fees that are occurring. But I'm not so sure about it. Yes, the pair does say WETH to Saitama, but I'm not so sure about it. But nonetheless, whatever I have observed, Shiba Swap has a lesser gas price as compared to Uniswap. So that would be a good option. Else, there are other exchanges that are there: BKX, ZT, XT. So you can go ahead and purchase it through exchanges for now, and then later on at the current stage where you're comfortable to go ahead and transfer it to your wallet, please go ahead and do so. And I'm strongly advising, as my personal opinion, again, this is again not a financial advice, a personal opinion, guys. If you want to keep some liquidity, yes, go ahead and keep some in your exchange. But if you're a long term holder, I would strongly suggest that you move your tokens to a wallet or purchase the tokens right from the beginning in the wallet. The main reason here I'm asking you to purchase it in the wallet is because of the reflections that you would be receiving. One, and second is the safety factor that comes into picture. Exchanges can easily be hacked as compared to wallets until you get into a scam website and approve any of the wrong transactions, right? So unless and until you do that, hacking a wallet is very very difficult as compared to hacking an exchange where you can hold your tokens. And the amount of reflections that you would get in exchanges is very very less compared to what you would ideally receive on the wallets, because exchanges reflections, whatever you get in L Bank or XT or wherever it is, would only be limited to the volume of trade that happens through that exchange alone. For example, whatever happens in XT, that would be the only reflections that you would be getting, and whatever happens in L Bank as a volume of trade, that is the only reflection that you would be getting, right? But here, when it comes to Uniswap platform or ShibaSwap platform or any other decentralized system that is there, a person who is using Uniswap or ShibaSwap or any other decentralized swap mechanism will always aid to the reflections if you have held your tokens on your wallet. So that way you would be able to earn more reflections as compared to what you would usually get on the centralized exchanges. And moreover, most of the times what usually happens, the centralized exchanges govern the amount of tokens that has to be distributed as the reward system. I'm not so sure. I have not had any word with people who have the tokens listed, I mean available on L Bank, and are getting a substantially good amount of reflections. If you are one among them who's watching this video, please do let me know in the comment section below. I would love to know more about it. But as far as I have seen, I do have a few tokens with tokenomics listed in exchanges. For example, Safe Moon. I have some of my Safe Moon on the exchange. The amount of reflections I am receiving right now in my Trust wallet compared to what I would receive on a monthly basis on the exchange is just peanuts, guys. Trust me on that. So just on that note, I think it would be easier for you to keep your Saitama tokens on your wallet. Moving on to two of the Twitter posts. First and foremost, let me just quickly play this video by one of the person who has put out, and a shout out to Crypto God, and thank you so much for having this video posted. I was really really excited and I wanted to see how Saitamask looked. I did even apply for the beta program. Unfortunately, like many of you guys, I have not been the lucky one to go ahead and try and test it out. But nonetheless, I'm really happy to see this particular interface. I'll just go ahead and play it for you guys in the 40 seconds duration and probably run through a few views that I have on what we can expect from Saitamask. Now, right now, if you see, it is a beta version and it is actually running in an ipad, on an ipad. And you can see that the interface is now not yet built for the pad the resolution or the aspect ratio. It is still running at an aspect ratio where a mobile would ideally run the application. So you can see those black borders in the sides, and hopefully the final version would definitely be having that acceptance in terms of resolution, if you even if you are trying to run it on a tablet, right? So moving on, the first and foremost page that you see is the token details. Now quickly jumping back, I believe, yeah, you can have these tokens scrolled, okay, right or left, wherein all your tokens, I think probably for now some of your favorite tokens would be available here, or the ones which are available in the wallet would be showing up here. I'm not so sure about it, but yet to explore. But really nice cool feature to add on the UI face. It's really nice to see that the graph is on the top. You have the favorite token, I mean some of the tokens reflected over here by the token symbol, and this is really easy to browse because a lot of people might not be familiar with names on Inu and Saitama and stuff like that, but the symbols would be much more easier for them to browse through. Really nice to see that. And moving on, we see the price status, and I believe this is fetched from coin market cap, but I'm not so sure about it. You see the market cap details, the fully diluted details, all the stuff. Now the details might not be exact over here since this is a beta version, guys. It's not linked to the mainnet. Once it is linked to the mainnet, you would be able to see all those data flow in to the wallet. So then the performance, this is what I really liked, because here you can actually go ahead and monitor, especially for traders. This is a very good option since they can monitor this on an hourly, a daily, or a weekly basis, or a 30 days duration and stuff. So this would give you an indication on what is the price movement happening on a longer term or a shorter term altogether. Moving on, you have a chart which actually shows your portfolio, I believe, and what would be the estimated value in terms of USDs of whatever balance that you have. The graph portion or the marketplace would be showing you a graph icon, I mean is ideally the marketplace, which would show you all those tokens which are currently listed or part of Saitamask, I believe. And that would be showing the value and the difference in price change, whatever it is, the similar way you see it in any of the websites which monitor tokens. So nice to see that. And some of the symbols also available here, good to see. And you can also favorite, put a star at your favorite tokens, probably that would reflect first. Now good to see that you have the total market cap also available, reflecting again data fetch from coin market cap, I believe. 124 volume in terms of the change, that again is in the dollar values, guys. So it's not a percentage, it's in the dollar value. So it's good to monitor, especially like I said, for traders. It's a really nice detail to have. Now, clicking on the more options, I believe you will be able to get access to the other functions of Saitamask. You have the Saita Market, where you would, and the Saitama NFT. The Saita Marketplace would be the place where you can actually purchase goods, I believe, and that's yet to come in the later stages. And I have a very, very good update regarding the phase 2 version. So stay tuned till the end of the video. You'll have some big surprise coming up, guys. And the Saita edutainment part. Now, I'm not so sure whether the edutainment part would be available for us at the time of launch. If anyone knows about it, please do let me know. As far as I've been reading through messages, there is no actual mention of whether that would be part of the launch time or would be a part of the later stage as an update. But really good to see, and I'm very happy that they have included this into the app itself. So that would provide an option to not navigate out of the application to just view a few videos. And this is really nice to see as an utility, because this ideally provides a lot of value to Saitama token in the coming days. My personal views would be there would be certain subscription based content which you can actually pay using Saitama, or if for the content creators, like they have already mentioned, if you are creating certain entertainment videos and people like it, they can tip you off in Saitama tokens. Really nice to see that feature, because it's a wallet to wallet transfer that would happen, and everything remains inside the blockchain system. No need to actually go ahead and do any conversion or stuff like that. It's simply easy to just go ahead and tip someone with Saitama token. That adds in utility, and that also gives ease of access between two users who are trying to transfer certain tokens from one person to another. Moving on, we have the paw button in the center, which gives you more functionalities. The first one here would be for receiving tokens. This particular button, I mean, let's go ahead. I think the last right side would be the pay button. This would be enabled at the later stage. I strongly believe this would not be available at the time of launch, depending again on certain factors. But I'm a slight bullish on this particular option being coming in, or a positive note coming in, because Max runs a software industry which is into the payment gateways, right? So he might pull some strings, probably, we never know, on having certain buying options available at the time of the launch on 13th November. But yeah, really excited to see what it what we have in store once the actual wallet launches. Again, like I said, on the left side you have the get tokens, your own QR code, the wallet address that you can use. Next, you also have the send options where you can actually go ahead and manually enter an address, or you can go ahead and scan a QR code as well. And if you have actually looked up once again, guys, on the pop front, if yeah, so you have this function of swap. This is your actual swap function. I was actually planning to get some details on the swap function. I was also putting out a lot of questions to some of them who have posted the videos on Twitter as well as Telegram group. But what I got to know is the swap function is currently not enabled in the beta version, since that would only be made available once the main wallet launch happens, right? So that's it on the Saitamask portion. Really nice to see the interface is as it is that we actually saw in one of the promo videos that they initially put out, right? So good to see that they have kept the same interface and lot more details available for us. For anyone who is planning to use this application, this would be a one spot for everything. Really nice to see that. Now jumping on to what we can expect in phase 2, there is this bomb from Max. While everyone is celebrating our 80K holders and we are on a beta for Saitamask, I am testing while gearing up for the next phase, utility and payments. Super secret, lol you, do you see what I see? Well, if anyone has actually observed, you can see the Saitama logo over here, guys. This is one of the way that you can actually pay, and I believe this is one of the supermarkets which Max actually has an affiliation with in terms of using his payment mechanism. The software company he runs is usually for supermarkets, is what he has quoted in one of the AMAs. So it might be one of his software where he is actually trying and testing out payments through Saitama. And this is some of the utility, one of the utility that I actually listed in one of my videos as well, using Saitama as a currency to go ahead and purchase real life goods. Trust me, this would be a huge add-on, and I'm not so sure how well it would fare in terms of the price manipulation that happens, because the right now with El Salvador, Bitcoin payments are going through very easily and smoothly. People are able to get their salaries on the daily labors on Bitcoin and also use the same Bitcoin amount to go ahead and transact for real life goods. Now the same thing can happen over here, but when it is going to come into picture, that's something that I'll have to go ahead and wait and see, guys. But really nice to see that the development for phase 2 has been running. So this is what I love about the Wolfpack or the Saitama team altogether, because anytime there is a big pump or any hype that happens, yes, they do celebrate with the team, but on the sidelines, we see that hard work and effort being put in to add in more utility, bring in more things, do get along with in line with meeting deadlines on the project portion, get in more and more, and especially do a lot of charities as well. So having said that, guys, I'll end my video over here. These are my views on Saitama. If you have still not got into Saitama, this would be the best spot or the best place, I mean best price point to enter Saitama right now. But on the sidelines, if you're still thinking about entering Saitama or not, well, go ahead and browse through some of my videos. You can also go ahead and browse through other YouTuber videos, check the white paper, go ahead and do your own research, and then think about getting into Saitama as well. Thank you so much once again for watching this video. Have fun.